special guests of the SJEB WPSL team from Harrison Soccer Club, the U-Team League, and the U-12 Destroyers, both of South Jersey Girls Soccer League.
Well, come on. You gotta have the Rebels win.
He said EU though.
I was gonna say, why do we still get like a little bit of static, by the way? Like I hear like a buzzing in my ear. Okay. Oh, do I have open? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Green was not there yet.
Now let's meet tonight's participants. First, for the visitors, Real Central NJ. Introducing the reserves. Number 0, a goalkeeper from Scranton University, Mackenzie Van Arsdale. A forward wearing number 9 from St. Peter's University, Sydney Land. A midfielder from TCNJ wearing number 19, Bridget Cuddy. From Catholic University wearing number 34, Reagan O'Mara. And from Scranton University wearing number 22, Alexis Ocasio. And now the starters for Real Central NJ. First, the keeper from NJIT, wearing number 0, Enya Carthy. A defender wearing number 42 from Villanova University, Sophia Miller. A defender wearing number 32 from Rhode Island, Allison Gilbert. Wearing number 16 from Binghamton, Sam Allen. And a defender wearing number 45 from Goldie Beacom, Emil Jones. In the midfield, wearing number 37 from TCNJ, Abby Nash. Another midfielder wearing number 10 from Bucknell University, Elizabeth Arthur. And a midfielder, number 7, from Allegheny University, Kat Sirkowski. A forward, Washington and Lee, wearing number 11, Soph Berman. A forward from Haverford University, wearing number 18, Olivia Delorio. And a forward from Rider University, wearing number 35, Nicola Moshenik. The head coach of Real FC, Real NJFC, is Brian Thompson. The assistant coaches are Melissa Franks and Ben Chernelli. And now, introducing the players from SJEB FC. First, tonight's reserves. Wearing number 7, a midfielder from St. Joseph's University, Nicole Everard. Wearing number 10, from Manhattan University, Olivia Master. Wearing number 11, from St. Francis University, Katerina Shivo. Number 15, from Drexel University, Jessica Castoriano. Wearing number 16 from St. Joseph's University, Kayla Dotaviano. Wearing number 19, also from St. Joseph's University, Kerry Jackson. And wearing number 24 from Rowan University, Sarah Wiedemann. And now the starters for SJEBFC. First, the goalkeeper from Longwood University, number 13, Maddie Wessel. A defender, number 2, from St. Joseph's University, Danny Stewart. A defender wearing number 6 from Rochester University, Remy Durkis. Wearing number 8, defender from LaSalle University, Sia Mount. And a defender from the University of New Hampshire, Giovanna Castriana. The midfielders, first wearing number 22 from NJIT and a former player at Harrison Soccer Club, Bella Ramirez. Wearing number 23, also in the midfield from Cornell University, Abby Bashera. And a midfielder from the University of South Carolina Upstate, and a team try captain, Adriana Pepe. And finally, the forwards, first wearing number 4, headed to Brown University in the fall, Naomi Newihe. And a forward wearing number 21 from Drexel University, Olivia Brocious. The SJEBFC WPSL is coached by Bill Shue. Tonight's officials are our head referee, Dave Suhan, assistant referees, James Falcone and Alice Soto, and the fourth official is Anthony Battaglia. Now, if you're able, please stand and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to the East Mid-Atlantic Colonial Division as Southern Jersey Elite Barons take on the Real Central New Jersey. First time they've matched this season. Of course, South Jersey right now in second place with 10 points. A win or a draw, a win today would see them up in first place. Even a draw would see them up in first place with goal difference. Real Central right now coming off a record of 2-1-1 with 7 points. They're in 4th right now. A win today would boost them up, actually up 1 position, up to 3rd. Monmouth right now still leading this conference. But again, a tough 2 teams, both coming off a win. Real Central New Jersey though, winning 4-1 against a Ukrainian Nationals Liberty team, and of course SJEB winning 4-0 against Penn Fusion. I'm John Hallwood. Of course, with me is Shane Alexia. And what do you think they got in store for this game?
Yeah, well, SJEB is coming into the game 3-1-1 against a Real Central team that's 2-1-1. So I expect a very long game, hard-fought played for both sides, and I think RCNJ is going to come up on top.
Well, we have the starting lineup. Well, we have the starting lineup for both teams, but the formation, I should say, for SJEB, as they come into a 3-3-2-2 formation, a different formation that we saw at least when we were together. They originally were at 4-3-3. What do you think is going to be different from this formation compared to the last?
Yeah, well, I think both teams are going to try and play and use the through ball to their advantage. We saw last game, Real Central used their through ball and really tried to use that counterattack to their advantage against the opposition, and they did that to a good degree, and they succeeded in that area. I'd like to see both teams do that. Both teams get off to a fast start here at Rowan University as we're seconds underway here at the Rowan University Soccer and Lacrosse Complex.
Well, I'm looking up here, got a high view, so we get to see what the formation looks like for Real Central, and it looks like to be a 4-3-3. So, same formation they ran a couple nights ago against that Philadelphia Nationals, Ukraine Nationals Liberty team. So, have the ball, Selchers. The Barons will have the ball in the first half. Barons are in the red. Real Central are in the white jerseys for tonight. And the ref is about to kick this one off away. And here we go for some South Jersey soccer. Glad you're with us. Of course, I'm John Hallwood. Of course, with me is Shane Alexia. And already, this Real Central's pressing on this Barons team. Passes it deep. Nihiwe, the only high school player on this team, by the way, has committed going to Brown University. Nihiwe going to go out to the box, cross it into McMaster. I mean, not McMaster. Baruchis, and a shot and gets blocked. Crowd, little oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Yeah, that's that counterattack I talked about a few minutes ago, John. SJEB is going to come out with a lot of fire, and we've seen that in the first couple minutes of this ball game. Expect that to continue.
And again, a great interception by number eight Mount right there. Again, this defense is playing again. This is a 3-3-2-2 formation, so it's going to be interesting on how the defenders react to well with the midfield. As Real Central's on their way, on the halfway. Again, both teams have more than, either have more or are on 2 wins. Again, a win today for the Barons would see them up to first or even a draw due to goal difference. Pass it back to Carthy. Carthy now with it. Gives it to her teammate. Carthy again gets the ball back. Again, a little bit of Winte. Pepe now with it. Trying to get around her. Pressing is really, again, a great press for Real Central and a dangerous opportunity. Carthy able to scoop that one up.
Good hands there from Carthy. Shot was right at her, but still a good save. Good strong hands from Carthy, able to secure the save and make the easy save for her squad.
Carthy's going to punt this one away up to midfield. And a good bounce for the Barons, but I think this one's going to go straight to the keeper. It will, but a pass back, so she can't handle it. And actually, I want to, you know, apologize. That wasn't Carthy. Carthy's on the Real Central team. That was. So I'm looking. Wessel. I mean Weasel. On the Barons team. I want to make a clarification on that. My mistake, as there was an offsides call. As Real Central will have the ball back again. Again, looking for some clean back and forth play for both of these teams, and hopefully we had a little bit of rain earlier before. Let's see how much this affects maybe the turf, or we still have the wind. And that's also another thing to add to the contributing factors into this game, and on how much of this wind can, you know, you might see a long ball that might just go a little bit further than you usually would see.
Yeah, the weather's definitely going to have an impact in this game. There's no question about that, John. It's just going to, the question will be how do both these teams play against the weather, and I think that'll be the deciding factor, one of the major deciding factors in how this game ends.
Well, Real Central now back on the ball. Again, still holding possession. It's Real Central. Is Nicola. Now back to Arthur. Now to Miller. And again, a good job for Real Central Jersey right now. Real Central Jersey right now. To pass around the ball and just try to find an opening gap, which they might be finding right here soon. But unfortunately couldn't complete the pass was number 35. Wozetsky. Again, just the press from this Central team has really kind of startled this Barons team as the through ball comes in, but Central is able to deal with that a little bit, and the ref's gonna say it's gonna go. Okay, I was looking at the AR to see what his call was. He said it was off. It was White's ball, but apparently it was Barons' ball.
Yeah, all season long, Real Central's done a great job with that high press. We've seen it all season long, and they continue to do that today as well.
Again, the more I look at this Barons formation, it almost looks like it could possibly be like a 5-1-2-2, as both Remy Kirkus and Gio Castellano, not Castellano, Castorina, play as like wingbacks. I don't know how much you have information on wingback sometime. Don't usually see that too often. You don't usually see that often. But they're going to have a lot of running to do. If that is the case, they have a lot of running to do. But still, Barons trying to find their their second chance, at least something where the goalkeeper has to react. First shot got deflected off of a player, and now great little flick by Remy Kirkus.
Yeah, so far, possession-wise, it's been pretty even thus far for both squads. They've done a good job of changing the field, keeping possession of the ball. We'll have a throw-in going SJEB's way.
Barons will have the throw-in. And you can probably hear it through our mics is the wind. So, like we said again, wind could be playing a major factor, so goalkeepers got to be a little bit on their toes, especially with long balls. This is a missed opportunity by the defense. Shot, blocked, another shot just wide of the net, and Barons could have been up 1-0 already, as that was number 22, Bella Ramirez.
That's a great play there by the right back, Jones. Very physical play, using her body to differentiate, kind of pull herself away, save a goal-scoring opportunity, keeping Real Central in this ball game at 0-0 apiece.
A little bit of opportunity, but goes out. So that's going to be back Barron's ball. So I'm fighting the wind with my papers right now, trying to keep all of that stuff together. Weasel passes up to her defender and a missed header from Remy Kirkus. Endless wind still playing, and a dangerous opportunity as Central's goalkeeper McCarthy had to make a split-second decision. Pepe gives it to Weasel. Then to Mount. Stewart. And some quick passing, some nice 1-2 from the Barons team right now as they're going to get into their attacking end. Nahiwe going to have a through ball to come in. Can she get there? It's going to be close. She does just get there and has one defender to beat. Goes into the box, crosses it in, finds a player, bounces around. McCarthy rolling, and another dangerous opportunity. And Barons is just knocking on this Central defense.
Yeah, John, I talked about it in the open, how SJEB, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to use the counter to their advantage. That's exactly what they're doing. Nawihi on that right side, using her speed, doing a great job of creating an opportunity for her squad. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalize there.
And that ball's out of play, and that's going to go back to the Barons. As, can't quite see the number. But either way, going to throw it in. And Central has the ball again. And a through ball for number 18, Dorilio. Going to cut one in. Goes a pass in the center of the box, easily defended by South Jersey Barons team. Elite Barons, I should say. As Abby gets dispossessed, and quickly, though, Barons with the ball again.
Yeah, John, one of the main things I've noticed so far in watching this ball game is that SJEB really wants to slow the pace down of this game, and Real Central, on the other hand, wants to play a fast-paced game. They want to use the counter. So far, both teams have been able to do that, but in the end, it's going to come down to who executes.
Well, a few shots for both teams. Neither of them have really hit their target. As a pass back goes all the way to Weasel. And Nahiwe now with it. See what she can do. Runs up, decides to go through the defender, but a great defensive play. Defender falls down, and goal kick, and Nahiwe does not like the call.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was a lot of space for Nawihe to make an attack there on goal. Trying to use a couple step overs to get to her left foot and create a shot opportunity. Unfortunately for her, couldn't get one. As you said, John, not happy with the call. As Real Central has a goal kick.
Still talking all the way through the goal kick there, the ref, and it's kind of interesting, probably telling her to calm down a little bit. Maybe, he's telling her what he saw out of it. Player falls down, foul is called, and that's going to be foul for the Barons. Quickly played, though. Again, I was going to say, 10 minutes have already been played, and still early on, both of these teams are still trying to figure out one another. Is Arthur going to go out wide. Going to try to cross one into the center. Finds an open player. Tries to backheel it. And Weasel able to recover, and it quickly throws that one out to Everard. And a sliding tackle, a beautiful sliding tackle, I should say, by Real Central. And quickly the Barons get the ball back. Stewart. As Real Central has the ball. Passing it back their line. I believe that's Miller. It is. And again, this Barons team just had some good opportunities, but just can't find anything going right now as Churka sends that one in.
Yeah, one of the things I'd like to see SJEB do, instead of playing to Newihe, I'd like to see them play through Newihe and allow her to create opportunities for her teammates. Usually she's the goal scorer, and she leads the team with 4 on the year. I'd like to see them play through her instead of to her. And maybe they'll get a chance to do that with a free kick.
Well, I was about to say, speaking of her, she just got fouled on that play. And a dangerous free kick for the Barons. As right now it's either, might be, I believe that's not a Happy Preciage takes a shot and gets saved by McCarthy. Kind of right at her. I would have liked a little bit of a cross. Bricia, get that ball to go in. You might have get something in the back end of the net. McCarthy punts that one away, and very high punt. And still no one to really touch it on the first or second bounces. And finally, Barron's able to get it, but it quickly dispossessed. As Real Central New Jersey goes back to the keeper to reorganize and get things going for their attack.
Yeah, I talked about the pace of play earlier. Good job from Real Central here as a possible handball. Yeah, the referee saw it.
Try to play that one quick. I think if she played that one a little bit, if she went through with it, I think that might have been a yellow card right out of the books from the ref, because Real Central was quickly getting ahead of that was Sophia Berman. Jones kicks that one away, and Barron's just going to give it back to Weasel.
Yeah, good job there from Wessel, doing a good job of creating an open pass for her squad. Usually there's left and right backs. Sometimes they're in a hard spot when you're dribbling right back to the keeper. Keeper doing a good job of creating an option for her teammates.
Again, Real Barron's now on a counter attack of their own, and a little discommunication between our teammates as either way we just get back on and quickly back to Wessel. Wessel's gonna kick that one up. Gonna find Churkis. And Nihiwe unable to get there. Pepe gives it back to Wessel. Wessel plays it out to Stewart.
Yeah, one of my main matchups tonight is going to be Newihe, as we've talked about all night long so far, and Gilbert is the center back for Real Central as she has the ball right now. Going to be a big matchup for me. Whoever wins that matchup, their team might end up on top in this one.
Well, a through ball is going in, and just a little too much power as McCarthy stops that one from going out. Keep that one, this ball alive. And already, looks like Real Central's ready to prepare to make a sub when the next stoppage occurs. McCarthy sends that one away. Berman loses possession. Stewart now with it. Stewart with Brashera, but kicks that one out, goes out of bounds. It's Central's ball as they do make a substitution. Serdakowski comes out, and I did not see who the player came in. But she comes out for now. Mihiwe is able to pass it back. Baruchis trying to find her partner out wide. I believe that was Castorina. As Bridget Cuddy comes in. Number 19, a midfielder, comes in. As Real Central will not Real Central, South Jersey Parents. I'm already getting confused between the two teams. They all have Jersey in their names. But one plays up in Rider University, one plays, of course, right here in Rowan University. So there is a major difference.
Yeah, there's that possible counter I was talking about for Real Central. If they want to win this game, going to have to use that counter to their advantage.
Right now, it seems like neither team really wants to give that a counter attack as Nahiwe gets around her defender, going into the box. Does she cross this one in? She does, and again finds great defending again from the Central Jersey team.
Yeah, Nahiwe might want that one back. Excuse me. Used her right foot there instead of her left on the outside. She used the right outside of her foot there. May have been a bit of an easier pass if she used the left foot on the cross there.
Stewart passes it to Baruchis. Takes a shot and just goes wide, honestly. And a little bit of I think that would, if that kind of skipped the keeper, a little jump scare from the keeper from McCarthy.
Yeah, that could have been a cross. Brocious was unclear if it was a shot or a cross, but Ramirez was making a run toward the back post. Looked like it may have been a cross there, but in the end, Ramirez unable to get there. We play on.
Again, Central with the attack. Decides to go out with Cherkis. Cherkis still with it. Gets through one defender. Passes it out wide. Now it's Brashera. Now Cherkis. Back with Bashera. Bashera again. Gonna whip this. Gonna take a shot. Keeper saves it. McCarthy with another save of the night.
Yeah, Carthy's definitely been busy. A lot of saves, a lot of action on that side of the field. She'll look to boot this one away.
With a great punt with a little bit of help with the wind, I think. Got a little bit more air time. So we gives it back to her defender, and a big chance for the Barron team. Shot saved, a great save by McCarthy. Bella Ramirez with a beautiful shot, but a better save was Carthy.
Yeah, great save there from Carthy. Diving to her right, strong hands. Was almost a bit flat-footed there, but was in the end able to make the save. That's all that matters, keeping the score 0-0.
We really haven't seen too much of an attack from this Central Jersey team for a little while. And you're almost wondering if this Barons team is kind of really trying to get in control of this game. As Barons look to be on another attack. Some great communication from this Barons team already. As Baruch is unable to really contain that. Jones gets bodied off the ball. Baruchis finds Nahiwe, who has to go back a little bit, but tries to go around a defender, able to find. Lee's try to find Casterano. Who is able to get the ball back. And that ball goes out, and both teams making making some substitutions, as quite a few of them go off, and Cherkis is one of the notable players I've seen coming off. And gets replaced by Kerry Jackson.
Yeah, John, going back to Real Central's struggles early on in this game, they haven't really been a first half team in this season. They've either been hit or miss in the first half. They scored 4 goals in their last game, but they haven't really gotten anything to go early on in this ball game with opportunity-wise. See if that continues.
Well, last time I saw this Real Central Jersey team, they did score 3 goals in that second half as they have their chance to attack. Shot taken, and a great catch was Wessel. Their first real threatening attack, I'd say, from this South Jersey team. Not the South Jersey team, the Real Central Jersey team.
Yeah, Real Central doing a good job there on the counters we've talked about all game long. Wessel, good save there. Good basket catch save, as we like to call it, as keepers like to call it. Doing a good job of using her feet, put her in a good position to make the save.
Nahiwe gonna think about crossing it, kind of takes that one out. Brishera, Ramirez. And again, that one goes out. McMaster was the one to try to find a Nahiwe, but unable to, and stays central ball. Ball stays in. Through ball for Nahiwe. A goalkeeper's going to make that play, and honestly, a great choice. Nahiwe was definitely beating the defender, and it could have been another dangerous attack, but this attack's still going on. This one goes wide. Can she save it? No, she can't, as Jackson was just a little too far off from it. Another substitution for this SJEB team. Stewart comes off. Bashera comes off. And Bella Ramirez comes off also.
McMaster will also check in.
And I'm kind of looking at between these benches, this Barons team has a little bit of a deeper bench than this Central Jersey team as of right now. And I kind of wonder later on into this game, will that also be playing a factor too?
It could definitely play a factor. As you said, later on in the second half, we'd like to see how that'll impact both teams. Real Central, as you said, a couple players down tonight. It will be interesting to see how that plays a factor in this ball game, as Wessel plays that around in the back.
Mount. Now to through ball. Ihiwe gets a nice bounce to her partner. Going in, tries to cross it, but unable to. Great defense and Central Jersey's ball.
Good job there from the center back there, Sam Allen. Doing a good job of being able to clear that ball out of harm's way.
Even though she's a defender, she also has a really good foot to her. Got a goal in the last game against that Liberty team. And a beautiful goal. It was scored that second goal within seconds in the second half. But I want to quickly mention, I interviewed this Real Central Jersey's coach when they did play Liberty. He did mention that they are much a second half team. He even admits it. He's trying to get this team to play well all 90 minutes of the match. So far, I mean, you still got a clean sheet though. You gotta take some positive out of this. As that ball goes out, and that's gonna go. It's gonna go Real Central's way. I thought that hit off. Thought it hit off the Real Central last.
It's going to be a Real Central throw.
Throw deep into the box, and Wessel able to easily pick that one up. We have 15 minutes and 45 seconds left of this first half. Again, glad you're with us. I'm John Hallward. Of course, with me is Sheen Alexa. As Wessel will punt this one away. Couple lucky bounces, but no one really there to make a run. A little discommunication between the two players. As Real Central's going to set up their own attack, going up the left wing. See if she gets the cross off, and a great defense and a corner kick. The second corner kick, I believe, in this game. Both teams at least have one now.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Real Central incoming. Be nice to see them get ahead on this one. Maybe go back post. As we have a substitution here for Real Central.
As Sophia Berman comes off, I'm going to try and see who came on. It's number 9, Sydney Ragland. Cross comes in, and that was Bridget Cuddy on that one. Just sends it all a little wide, but at least you were able to find someone in that box.
Yeah, John, they proved me wrong. They went toward near post instead of far post. As SJEB nearly turns that one over.
They still nearly turned it over, but able to turn around. And now SJEB has a counterattack on their hands. What can Real Central do to stop it? And that was 22, but a quickly counterattack as Regland going out wide. Sends it in the middle. Barron's able to knock that one away. And Barron's can get themselves in a quick counterattack. McMaster wanted that one quickly. McMaster in the center, trying to find which way to go. Goes around one defender, goes out wide. Gonna send that one into the center of the box. A little bit of shot, and he scores! What a shot! Wow, outside the 18-yard box. Looked like it to be more of a cross. And a great job trying to from Kayla Doveviano.
Yeah, John, I'm absolutely astounded at that goal. Still kind of speechless on how that went in the back of the net. As you said, it looked like it was a cross. got the keeper out of position, but anyway, it's 1-0 in favor of SJEB.
Well, I can't even say she's out of position. She's in the right position for, you know, an attempt of a cross. So, again, we mentioned this win. You kind of wonder if this win played a little bit of a factor into that cross.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just the keeper being out of position there. I think the keeper on a cross, you want to be more far post. She was honestly a little bit near post, and she wants, as a keeper, you want to be able to back up, have a lot of space to back up, towards your far post. She wasn't able to do that and tried to use her backhand to kind of par that ball over the top of the cage. But either way, it's 1-0 in favor of SJEB.
Well, let's see what's the Real Central response, and a great sliding tackle and a critical one. She gets that wrong. That's a pen. But South Jersey Barons now going, Elite Barons going up now. Nahiwe goes around the defender. Gonna take a shot. Nicks off the goalkeeper in a corner kick. And a second goal kick of the night for this Barons team.
Yeah, good opportunity incoming. Good save there from the keeper. Aggressive this time, going out towards her right. Almost saved that ball with her knee, but either way, staves out of the net. Corner kick incoming for SJEB. Looking to add on with 10:48 to go, plus stoppage time in this first half.
And correction, by the way, on the goal scorers, D'Ottaviano. That's how you pronounce it. And that one hits off the Baron player as that's going to go goal kick. Again, quick substitutions from both of these teams, and another subs looking to be ready for this Real Central Jersey team. McCarthy going to send that one out wide.
Yeah, although that last save from Carthy didn't look like much, that's a good momentum boost for her squad and a good confidence boost for Carthy, allowing that first kind of, I don't want to say leaky goal. Just did a good job making a confident save there and keeping her squad in the game.
Well, the sub comes in and didn't quite get who came in and who came off. But either way, Barons up 1-0 early in this first half, but still plenty time left as that one goes for a corner for this Central team. 9 minutes still remain in this first half. Of course, as I listen to the who's coming in now. And a quick corner actually from Central. Gonna pass this one out wide. Gonna put one in the center of the box. Ball bouncing around. Chance here, shot blocked. And a great save from Wessel.
Great save there from Wessel. That ball was bouncing in the box for what felt like an eternity. Wessel able to use her strong hand, kind of pan that ball to the left side. Another corner kick for Real Central, this time on the opposite side.
Well, across the corner is going to be taking. Ball coming in. Still in the box, but still not cleared, and it's finally cleared, but not well enough as Central still has the ball. Another cross comes in, going into the box. Ball still bouncing around. McMaster kicks that one away, and now a little bit of a chase.
McMaster cleared that ball twice. So great effort there, great execution rather from McMaster, able to clear that ball out of harm's way twice for her squad. 7:43 to go, plus stoppage time in the first half again. SJEB up 1 against RCNJ.
I mean, just want to mention it. Just a great save from Wessel. A photo. Wish you could probably had a photograph, but Carrie Davis photograph, the premier photograph for your family's portraits on the beach. Service most beaches in Atlantic and Cape May counties. Visit www.carriedavisphotography.com to find out more information.
John, I love the transition.
Thank you. Anyway, go back to some soccer here. The Hiwe trying to go around her defender. Goes out wide. The goal scorer going for another opportunity and just misses.
Yeah, another goal kick incoming here for Real Central. I talked about in the open how the SJEB, has to play through Noehe instead of to her, and they've done that in the last couple minutes, generating a lot of opportunities. That's one of the reasons why they're up 1-0, although she doesn't have the goal. She's one of the main reasons why it's a 1-0 ball game.
Well, again, right now we've talked about this Central Jersey team being a second half team. As we get closer to that second half, 6 minutes remain left in this first half. What type of changes we'll see, and really what you're kind of hoping is at least try to get a goal or at least a couple chances, but not conceding another goal. That's the big worry right now for the Central team.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments both coaches make going into halftime, how they come out in the second half.
Well, the Central team has got a little bit of an attack as that one goes out. Well, if you're this Barons team, you want to make more of an investment, an insurance goal, but Ocean City Financial Group offers financial planning and investment management to help you put the ball in the net. We can help people retire. Call Mark Remmett, Certified Financial Planner, at 609-814-1100 or go to oceancityfinancialgroup.com.
It's Real Central here with another goal-scoring opportunity.
Just an unlucky touch. Could have been. That first touch was just unlucky from Real Central, as that was, I believe, might have been, was Eski?
It was Regan O'Mara with that opportunity.
Yeah, O'Mara. I saw 30, and I couldn't quite see if it was a 4 or a 5. It was on a 50-50 shot, and I missed. And I wonder what the call was there. I'm looking back and I'm thinking there was an earlier foul. Ralph was trying to play advantage. And what happened? Barons lost the ball pretty quickly in that advantage, so ref says here, we'll give it right back. So Barons with the free kick. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this first half. Sends this one in, and again, just unlucky. Quite been unlucky for both teams with their first touch. Unable to control the ball. Again, you kind of wonder if it's just because that ball is a little bit more slippery with the past couple rain showers that we've had.
Yeah, John, that could definitely be a factor, excuse me. As SJEB looks to add on to this lead with 3:17 to go plus extra time. If you're just joining us, I'm Shane Alexa alongside John Holwood.
Barons up 1-0 with a beautiful goal, by the way, coming from number 16. My papers fly away, almost fly away. From Kayla. As ball from comes in center of the box and almost well placed, as Real Central was able to defend that one. Reglin unable to keep that one in. Pepe throws that one in. Ball bouncing around and easily recovered from Real Central. And a great interception, but a unlucky touch, as that one's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, John, I talked about it a little earlier. The center back for Real Central, Gilbert and Newihe. That matchup is going to be a key matchup as we go to this, as we're close to entering this second half. So far, Newihe's won that matchup in the first half for me, but Gilbert, as we just saw there, won that matchup on that last play. It'll be interesting to see who wins that matchup, not only in the second half, but who's able to come away with the victory in the second half.
Well, still plenty of time left. You can't really tell who's going to win this one. You can only make predictions. And you don't always want to count your chickens before they're hatched either. As Real Central going to start this one up, takes a shot. And that's straight at Wessel.
And Berman has been all over the place, and that's actually an understatement to say the least. On that left wing, Berman has done it all offensively and defensively. In the games I've covered for Real Central this year, she's been all over the place, and she's done it again today.
Well, one thing I would say I like about her is foul is committed about Sophia Berman is that as soon as she loses that ball, she instantly tries to get it back, and that's what you like to see from your players. As soon as you lose it, you're going straight back after it.
Yeah, it's a trait that coaches love. A lot of effort from these players on both sides of the ball. That's a throw-in for SJEB.
Actually, no, it's actually Real Central. Ref gave it to Real Central. I looked at the AR too. He said it was SJEB. So, in about a couple seconds, you're going to hear a loud buzz. That is the little wee-woo sound, I guess. But head ref still has the time, so until he blows his whistle, that's when the first half is over. It's not like high school anymore, where as soon as that clock goes down, it's over. Get a little of extra time as this ball gets crossed up, but McMaster able to get to it, still holds possession. What does she do? Goes through a through ball. Defender able to slide in to stop that one from being a real danger.
Yeah, I'd like to see McMaster be a little bit more aggressive in that opportunity and take that shot.
I agree with you. I think, she was left the space there, and we've known for her for having a boot. Why not take the shot? You're 1-0 up as of right now. I mean, worst thing that can happen, you miss and, you look silly. Or you look really good and score that goal. It's right now, I think both teams got to hurry up because you're on borrowed time.
No one knows how much time's left in this first half except for the head referee.
It's almost around we go. When we stop, nobody knows.
Counterattack for SJB going the other way.
McMaster now with it. Tries to go around her one defender. Puts one into the box for Nahiwe. He's going to try and go through, unable to. Still, again, trying to gain possession. And ref says got all ball, and there goes Behrman.
Play on.
Behrman going up the wing. Will she cut in or decide to cross it? Let's see. She decides to kind of take a shot. Hits off the post. Regland still with a shot. Misses that one, saves. Still with a shot is Real Central. Bouncing around. And that one finally goes off. And then what a hectic final seconds in that first half.
Yeah, I think Sydney Ragland's going to want that one back, John, to say the least. Almost a wide open net on that right side. Whiffed on it. Had a second chance of an opportunity and a great save there from Wessel. But either way, it's 1-0 in favor of SJEB. We'll see if that comes back to haunt RCNJ later on in this ball game. But as of now, 1-0 in favor of SJEB. But that'll do it for the first half. I'm Shane Alexo alongside John Hollywood. We'll see you for the second half.
And welcome back for second half action right here at Rowan University Soccer and Lacrosse Fields. As Barons are up 1-0 over Real Central Jersey, and I'm glad you're back with us. I'm John Hollywood. Of course, with me is Shane. Alexa, what's some of the changes some of these coaches might be thinking, especially for this Real Central Jersey team? They're down 1-0. They're known to be a second half team. What's some of the changes they could do, though?
Yeah, John, well, we know RCNJ is not going to be able to outpossess this SJEB team. They haven't been able to do that all game long, so I doubt they're going to be able to do it in the second half. We'll see, but for me, that's going to be the counter that's going to be able to keep them in this game and potentially make them come away with a win.
Well, Real Central will start off with the ball, but quickly get dispossessed, and that one hits off of the Barons. Again, it's kind of starting to look like they've changed the formation, this SJEB team, to like a 4-3-3 or something close to it. I mentioned earlier in that first half, though, they might be really a 5-1-2-2, and it especially looked like that, especially with a wingback setup.
Yeah, we talked about at the end of the first half how each coach is going to change up possible formations in the second half, and it looks like they may have done that. Here's an opportunity here for SJEB going the other way.
Jones was able to quickly defend, and it gets pushed off the ball, and ref does call that foul.
Yeah, and as much as RCNJ has struggled, the center backs and right backs have not struggled for RCNJ. They've been all over the place. I talked about the matchup early on in the ball game, and it's continued on in this second half, although brief. And we'll have a free kick here for RCNJ.
And I mean, I agree. They've kept the main striker quiet. The Hiwe, we've mentioned 4 goals so far this season. So far a good job keeping her quiet. It's just allowing that one other goal that, looked like this would be a cross, gone in.
Yeah, and in the end, that's a ball that should have been saved, and the keeper knows that.
It is going to be a keeper switch, by the way. It's going to be Mackenzie Van Arsdale in the net for Real Central Jersey. And I think both teams have made keeper changes, too. Actually, this might be Wessel still. I think it is Wessel.
Still is Wessel for SJEB. But on the other side for RCNJ, I don't think that keeper change has anything to do with the goal. Usually RCNJ will like to switch up their keepers at the half.
Like to keep 2 keepers happy. They don't like you're training all week and then you're sitting down on the bench. But Nihiwe could have a chance right here, unable, but still Barron's ball. Nihiwe gonna pass it out wide, a great decision. Might have a look, takes a shot, goal! Liv Baruchis with the second goal within minutes of the second half. And Nihiwe gets the assist on that one.
Baruchis with an absolute rocket of a shot with that left foot, just outside the 18 with the left foot. A lot of power on that shot, unable to make the save was the goalkeeper, Baruchis, putting her team up 2. And RCNJ's in a bit of a pickle now, down 2.
And you took the words right out of the mouth. Right now in a pickle and a big mountain to climb. Again, still plenty of time left, but getting scored on that quickly kind of demotivates the players a bit.
Oh, absolutely. And for RCNJ, as you mentioned, it's go time, and they're down 2 as we just started this second half, and they're going to have to get a lot of opportunities here to get back in this game. Use the counterattack to their advantage. They did that a little bit in the first half. Didn't execute as well as they could have. And here's SJEB going the other way.
And Arnsdale going to kick that one away. A nice kick, but straight to a Barons player. Well, they couldn't quite keep Nahiwe quiet fully. She'll be on, won't be on the goal sheet, but she will be on the assist sheet. So still, she may not be scoring, but still a dangerous player, and a great decision to let it out wide.
Yeah,
Ferocious,
I
sorry.
talked about it earlier, how Nawihe is going to have to be a facilitator for this team in order for them to succeed, not only in this game, but succeed throughout the season, and she did that. She took the words right from me and delivered it onto the field. Nawihe, the facilitator, not only a goal scorer, but she's done it all today. And in order for SJEB to succeed this season, she's going to have to do it all season long.
Through ball coming in. Is she on sides? Yes, she is. Backs one
Good
defender.
cut.
Great cut, and just over the bar. And I'm trying to quickly find, that was Bella Ramirez. Great cut. Just unlucky with the shot. Just goes a little too far up left.
Yeah, Ramirez, great opportunity there, cutting to our left, using the left foot. Unfortunately, leaned back just a little bit too much, getting a lot of air on that shot. Unfortunately for SJEB and herself, putting it over the bar. Good scoring chance for SJEB.
Well, this Barons team is not letting the foot off the gas, and that's what you need to continue to do. Nice little pass going into the center of the box. Great tackle, ball to ball, and that one is going to be a throw-in. Flag kind of came in to save the day for that one, from that being a corner. It's a throw-in. Stewart. And a little unlucky there from Castrina. So, play resumes. Stewart. And trying to find a quick 1-2, unable to, as Real Central now going to make a through ball of themselves. As that was Molesky giving chase.
Yeah, and if you're SJEB, you want to honestly outpossess this Real Central team, which they've done all day long, and I expect that to continue throughout the second half as it's a through ball down on the left side.
Ferocious going to try and cut one in. She does, able to give it to her teammate, Ever, but still gains possession, is Barons. And a beautiful pass, just again, just a little not quite good on the follow through. A little discommunication right there.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of miscommunication there between Nawihe on the run there. It looked like she was about to make a run through the box. Stopped there, a little stop and go. Unfortunately for Nawihe, couldn't get on it. We're going the other way.
Well, right now it's been all Barons ball. And as soon as I say that, a quick, nice little counterattack for this Central team. What can they do with it? Well, they get around one defender. Stumbles a little bit. No foul committed. Ref says continue on. Midfield kind of doesn't really press up into that box. Long shot from Jones and easily grabbed for Wessel.
Yeah, definitely not a bad idea there from Jones. Not a lot of pressure, as you said. No press at all, really, from SJEB. As we started off this game, both teams were in a bit of a high press formation. Haven't really seen that to start the second half off. Talked about the coaching changes. What changes the coaches would make in the second half, excuse me. And it looks like both coaches being a bit more less aggressive in this second half. But if Real Central New Jersey is going to come back in this game, they're going to have to be a lot more aggressive.
Well, I agree with you that this Real Central team needs to be a lot more aggressive. And Right now, you got a 2-goal lead, but again, we've always mentioned a 2-goal lead is a dangerous lead to say the least, because Real Central gets that 1 goal, all momentum is right with them.
Yeah, it's, as we've talked about, it's definitely a momentum game, and right now SJEB has the momentum. It'll be interesting to see if Real Central can gain a little bit of momentum back, as you said, maybe possibly get a goal, make it a 2-1 game, and then as you said, it's anybody's game once it gets to 2-1. So we'll see how the second half plays out.
Well, as SJEB is going to reset, and quickly Everett. Cross going into the center. As that's 22, Bella Ramirez tries to gain control but loses it. And Central kicks that one away, and a throw in for Barons, and a quick throw in maybe. I'm just quickly looking at shots overall. 9 shots for SJEB, 8 shots from Real Central. So even the scoreline and the shots are saying this is SJEB, and a possible foul. Ref doesn't call it though, as that one stays Central ball. I don't know if I blocked you on that one. I didn't even know if you saw the possible push by the edge of the box. It's a close call, but refs didn't see too much into it though. But either way, we move on, and it's going to go SJEB's ball.
Yeah, the last 33 minutes of this ball game for SJEB is going to all come down to outpossessing this Real Central team, which they've done all game long. And if you're Real Central, you really got to change some things up.
Well, a possible third goal, as that one gets cleared outside. Ramirez. Ball comes into the center. Defender block gets in the way of the goalkeeper. Again, a little miscommunication from the defender and the goalkeeper. Not something you really want to see if you're a goalkeeper.
Definitely not, and that's a point I was actually just about to bring up, John. Not a lot of talking on the field for either side. As a coach, you like to see your players talk, and that's something that neither team has really perfected in this ball game. Like to see a little bit more talking out there from both sides. That's a gorgeous ball in.
A beautiful ball from Stewart. Just unlucky for Baruchis to get a foot on that. She's got a goal though still, but a beautiful, beautiful cross from Stewart.
Yeah, Baruchis unable to get good contact from that right foot on there, but that's definitely a very difficult play. Having the one time that ball, not having an opportunity to bring that ball down, maybe chest it. Had the one time it. Baruchis unfortunately couldn't get it done, and there she is there looking to create another opportunity for her squad.
Cross comes in, finds Stewart, and not Stewart, I mean. That was Pepe. Pepe. It's the one in the middle. Either way, Central's ball again, and really it's kind of looking there might be a third goal from this SJEB team as they just keep knocking on the door.
Yeah, John, it's almost one of those things where it's like it looks like it's only a matter of time where SJEB gets that third goal, possibly to put this out of reach for Real Central.
And again, if this continues the way it goes, SJEB will lead in the standings. We'll go ahead of Monmouth. Hiwe is able to keep that one in, goes around past 2 defenders, put it in the middle of the box, and quickly intercepted by Central Jersey, and they're going to try and start their own counterattack, but Stewart was able Well, to gain and then quickly lose the ball, and quickly as they lose it, Pepe gets in the way and claims possession and foul committed, and South Jersey Barons ball.
Free kick incoming for SJEB. They play it short, looking to create another opportunity, possibly put this one out of reach.
Kirkus to Barocious. Barocious now back to Kirkus. Kirkus tries to give it once back to Barocious, but Barocious unable to get there. Kirkus is going to be the one to throw it in. Evard. Evard going to put a nice ball into, gives it to Ramirez, but Pepe. As that one goes into the box and no one quite there. Barocious was the closest one really to it, but didn't really go after it. Not in the right position. Clears this one away. And Central has it a counterattack. It's kind of a 3-on-3. This goes in the box. Cross comes in. Just a little too ahead, and that one comes out. Ramirez will try to get that one. She does. And now Real Central is going to have their own counterattack. And a nice weighted ball coming for Barocious. Barocious has a chance. Can she get a brace? Great save from Van Arsdale.
Great save there. Great kick save there, rather. Looked like she hesitated, wasn't too aggressive on coming off her line there. Unfortunately for Real Central, was able to make the save. Excuse me, unfortunately for SJEB, was able to make the save.
Again, Barocious nearly gets a brace. Her second goal, that would have been enough tonight. But again, just, it's been great crosses coming in from the diagonally as Real Central has their chance, going tiptoeing out of the box, and it quickly loses possession. They play with the ball a little too long for my liking, Real Central does, and they get rid of loose opportunities as Ramirez will try and get that one, unable to lose the possession. And now Berman. Sophia Berman's going up the wing. See if she crosses it. She does. Into the center of the box. Shot, and too much under it, and that one goes way over the crossbar.
Great cross there from Berman. Unfortunately, for Real Central, unable to execute on that opportunity. And for Real Central, if they want to get back in this game down 2 with 27 minutes to go in this second half, I think they're going to have to move Berman a little bit more towards the center of the pitch.
Well, I'll be honest, they're playing a little not aggressive enough for my liking. Yes, you're down 2-0. You don't want to be down 3-0, but you got 27 minutes left. That's still a lot of time in a lot of cases, but if you want to get a draw or even win this game, you want to start making those chances now, and their chances have come few in between, I'd say.
Yeah, for me, that's one of the reasons why I would make a change and put Berman closer, maybe even up top at the number 9 position. Berman would be able to use her speed there. And for me, she's been the best player on the pitch for both sides. Her and Newihe.
Stewart makes a long ball. Able to get around 2 players, and that one will head out. And a substitution will be made for Real Central.
Yeah, the bottom line is if Real Central wants to come back and tie this game or even win this game, Berman's going to have to be a key piece of it.
Well, it's a pair of substitutions for Real Central as Jones and Zaski will come out. And number 7 is. Oh yeah, that's Kat Serdinkowski, as the Hiway will commit a foul. Nearly gets to try to get across, but will commit the foul though. And I didn't quite see where the other player went. But either way, Central did make a pair of substitutions though.
Yeah, Noihei doing a good job of creating space on that right side, creating an opportunity. Free kick going the other way for Real Central.
Well, there's Berman, and unable to control that one, goes out. Barron's ball. Throws that one quickly. And it's some good communication from the South Jersey team, from this Barron's team. And just an unlucky flick from Barocious, really unable to connect with their teammate. Either way, the score is 2-0 in favor of South Jersey Elite Barons as they play against Real Central New Jersey. I'm John Hallwood, of course. With me is Sheen Alexa. Glad you're with us on a nice, brisk. Thinking now, what day is it? I'm a little confused. It's a Sunday night. Summer vacation has already entered my mind. You can clearly tell.
That's definitely not a bad thing. As SJEB goes on the counter.
Quickly, Real Central and a shot, clearance blocked, I should say. But I say it's summer, but you guys are complaining that it's too cold. Doesn't feel like June weather. And already looks like 3 players will come in for Barons. Stewart makes a nice long ball, and I just want to mention Stewart's done a magnificent job on sending in those long crosses in. It's every time she crosses one in, it almost seems like it's going to go dangerously to one of her players. And a great, as a cross comes in, ball bouncing around, still bouncing around. Players are kicking, and that one gets out, but still, Barron's ball. Karina will cross that one in, a little low cross, and easily dealt with was Central Jersey. Out wide, a little miscommunication again. And again, just seems like this Barron team might just be getting that 3rd goal. Cross comes in, Nahiwe goes for the header, saved by Van Arsdale. Great cross, great save, and again, the score stays 2-0.
Yeah, Van Arsdale doing a good job of keeping her squad in this game, diving to her left, good strong hand, panning that ball towards the sideline, keeping this game at 2-0.
And if I really want to mention anything, really, is this entire this Barron's team on how they're able to cross the ball and able to find their players wide open. And the subs will come in, and another sub for Real Central will also be coming in. As Everett comes off, Kirkus comes off, and trying to see, I think that might be Ramirez coming off too, if not Barocious. It's Ramirez that came off. Didn't quite get who came off for Real Central, but hopefully we'll hear that who came off and who came on soon. But either way, Real Central still trying to find their first goal of tonight. They got in a few chances, but nothing, I almost want to say, real threatening.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of goal-scoring opportunities for Real Central. The ones they've had, a lot of saves have been made by the keeper, keeping RCNJ off the board. RCNJ looking to create one more.
But I do agree with you. Mentioned earlier, though, it felt like this, if this Barons team scores one more goal, it's almost the nail in this coffin. And as time slowly progresses down, it surely seems a third goal will really kill this game off.
Yeah, and at this point for SJEB, it's just the name of the game is going to be keep away with 20 minutes to go, plus extra time, keeping that ball away from Real Central.
And out of their own half. Throw comes in, quickly gained back is Barons, and that one will go out, stay South Jersey. Throw-in comes in. As that is passed out wide. Baruch is unable to get the first touch to go down. Able to still gain possession back. Going out wide, trying to go find Weebay. Hey. But Van Arsdale is able to get that ball. She punts this one away, up in the air. Wind helping quite a bit there. Stewart. Real Central trying to get something going, is still unable to. As more substitutions comes in for Barons. As I don't think the refs are, yes, they are going to let the substitutes come in. So, Stewart will come off. Bashara will come off. Castorina will come off. And there's one more player, and I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Tried to find it. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there in time. But either way, we're back for more action. As ball goes out, it's going to stay Real Central's ball. Throw comes in. And Real Central will have another throw in. As they will also bring in a substitute. And Sophia Berman's the one to come off. A little surprise right there. As you, Shane, you've mentioned that, you know, she should be leading the attack. Real Central says otherwise.
Yeah, definitely a unique decision to take her off the field there. So we'll see how Real Central plays without Berman, who's been on the field for majority of this ball game.
Central now still trying to find the first goal. Jones going out wide. Jones under pressure. Gets bodied off the ball, and now Barron's back with possession. And quickly loses possession in a dangerous area. Kowski. And Jones. Real Central tries to restart their attack. See if they go out wide and quickly dispossessed as Nihiwe slow to get up, still down. Ref hasn't blown the whistle, and Real Central will kick this one away. Some really good sportsmanship and kind of holding her face. And I'm surprised that actually doesn't get called a lot sooner because she is holding her face. She does get back up, but I think she's got to at least go off the sideline. Yeah, ref's pointing that she has to go off to the sideline. So she will be out for a couple of seconds until she's told to come back in at least. So, Real Central was nice enough to kick that one away. I think what Barons will do is just give the ball right back to Real Central.
Yeah, in those situations, as you said, good sportsmanship there from Real Central. In that type of situation when any player is down on your team or on the opposition, you just want to kick that ball out of harm's way, put it out of bounds.
Actually, she'll be substituted off, actually. Thought she was only going to come out for a few seconds, but she will be substituted out. And straight back to Real Central as number 22, Bella Ramirez, comes on. Finn Armsdale gives that one out wide. Going for a long through ball, and that one out of play, and Barron's ball. Hopefully, Nahiwe will come back on. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I don't think it was anything too serious. But still, wish all the players a good will of health, though. McMaster going out wide, has to lose the possession. Now gains back it. McMaster still fighting for the ball. Passes out wide. As that ball is going to go out, and goal kick.
Yeah, John, at this point, I'd be surprised if Newihe re-entered this ball game with 13:40 to go. This is a area of this ball game where SJEB's got to be more focused on the defensive side than the offensive side, and as Newihe is playing at the number 9 position, I don't think the coaches are going to risk harm to injury.
Ball now goes with Real Central. Reglin trying to get there and unable to, and that will be SJEB's ball. Again, wind still playing a little bit of a factor. Don't feel like it was as strong as early in that first half, though. Van Arsdale comes out for that one.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up in the last couple minutes, possibly playing a factor in the last 12 minutes of this ball game, but
foul committed. Pepe able to pick up a foul for her team. A bit of a dangerous spot. Could able to get a cross into the center of the box, maybe. Again, center of the box, ball comes in. Great. I was going to say great, but it went straight to McMaster there. Could have quickly taken a shot.
Yeah, McMaster's definitely going to want that one back. Van Armsdale looked like she punched it forward, and she's going to get another opportunity there to make a save.
Paul bounces it around. A great defense from number 22, Oxeso. As that one, a little bit misjudged from Van Armsdale.
Yeah, definitely a little misjudged there from Van Armsdale. 2 opportunities there to make a save. Did a good job there, on the first opportunity to punch that one. Unfortunately for her, as that ball crosses through the box untouched.
I'm shocked by that. I think as a coach, you're kind of, I think as both coaches, you're a little furious on that one.
The ball in far post. Goal kick.
Great opportunity to make it at 3-0, and then you're looking at Central, why that ball wasn't touched, why wasn't that cleared out? So both sides of the arguments on why that ball was not touched and why it should have been. Ball goes out. Central's ball. Again, just getting down to 10 minutes. And I felt like I've said this earlier, near the start of the second half, that this Real Central team only had 8 shots. And they still have 8 shots. As this SJEB team has 13 shots now. So, really, if you're trying to look for a positive for this Real Central team, you gotta hope you maybe score a goal.
Yeah,
it's 2-1.
It's definitely been a competitive game. That's all you can ask for out of your players. So that's definitely a positive if you're looking at it from a Real Central side.
McMaster with a shot and easily saved from Van Armsdale. You can continue, sorry.
Yeah, but as we've talked about earlier, game is definitely not over. It's only a 2-0 game, 9:41 to go. The game's not over until the clock hits 0-0 and the referee blows the whistle.
It ain't over till it's over. That one goes out, and SJB will have their throw in. Really not running really towards it. You really don't have to. Just try to chew down some of the clock. So we kind of clean our camera. So there's a little fine mist blowing through. The heavens haven't quite opened up for us. As a pair of substitutions, not a pair, sorry. It's only one substitution comes in for Real Central.
As Abby Najidowicz comes off for Real Central.
Again, it looks like now Real Central decides to play a little bit more aggressive. I don't know why we haven't seen this earlier on in the second half. Feels like you're kind of a little bit last-minute planning if you're Real Central, if you're being this aggressive now. Ball goes through, and Wessel will decide where she wants to put it. Still holding on, waste some time, a few seconds off the clock. McMaster passes it back to the defender. Nice little through ball, goes straight to Real Central. And ref kind of gets in the way. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't blow the whistle dead. But either way, offside, but no. Flag stays down, goal kick.
Me too. I'm definitely surprised the referee didn't blow the whistle there. It's definitely a difficult spot to be in as a head referee, stuck in the middle of the field. But either way, it's a goal kick for SJEB.
I can tell you it is not fun all the time. It is not your, depending on where your positioning can be, you can either get hit in the ball in the head. I've seen that happen to a few refs. Or sometimes you kind of run into the players. I've unfortunately kind of done that sometimes, and I feel bad about it. But in the same way, you got to get into that action. You got to know where and make the right calls.
Yeah, as a referee, you would know.
Wessel want to kick this one away. Again, just under 7 minutes now in this second half. And this SJEB team leads this 2-0 over Real Central. A win tonight for SJEB would give them first place in the standings. Ball comes in, ball-to-ball tackle, a beautiful tackle, a hard tackle at that. Crowd reacts with oohs and ahs.
Jones, a great tackle there. Great slide tackle, going in aggressive, being able to, great defense there. Flag clear that one.
Flag goes up, offsides. Ramirez offside for that one. But you can I almost wonder if you could hear that through the broadcast. I almost want to go later on tonight, listen to it just to see if it, you could hear it.
Oh, I'm sure you could. Definitely a hard tackle. Both players going in at once.
But again, it was a clean tackle. I like to mention that.
Definitely was. It was definitely all ball from both players. As Wessel clears that one away, out of harm's way.
Big Master gives it off to her defender who's going on a run. He's going out wide, still gonna think about crossing into the center. She does. Who's in the center? Couldn't quite tell. McMaster now with it. McMaster she'll go out wide. Possible shot. Shot gets blocked by Jones. Great way to put her body up front on the shot. And a little back and forth action right now. Again, now just under 5 minutes. Wessel able to clear that one away. Ball comes in. Chips in. Ramirez off the chase. And that ball goes out. And again, our 2 goal scorers. First goal scored in the first half was by Kayla Taviano, and then the second goal was by Liv Barocious. Still plenty of time, 4 minutes left in the second half for an possible third goal. For either team, I should say, but heavily looking like the Barons might get a third goal. Ball comes in. Cross comes in. Dangerous cross on the back post and no one there to get there.
And a great tackle there from Sarah Weideman, the Rowan student here at Rowan University. Good to see her make an appearance.
It's great to see her having an appearance, especially. It's got to be a little special to at least play in your home university stadium at least. And I believe she also plays for Rowan University also. So we'll be, at least I don't know if Shane, you're also on the radio or doing RTN. So we'll probably be also calling her name throughout the Rowan season. Of course, Keegan will also be calling her name through RTN throughout the season. So our cameraman of the day's doing a great job dealing through the weather with this misty rain and the wind. It's very focused right now, though, also. I'd like to thank him, though. As the game comes down, I just want to at least put in mind, Shane, who might be your woman of the match. Don't say it just yet. We still got plenty of time. But it's definitely getting to that point where you should start thinking, though.
Yeah, I'll definitely start thinking about it. I have a player in mind, but I won't divulge that information until the end of the game.
Again, now just 2 minutes left in this second half, and you can almost. I thought that was a pass back. Ref says it's not, and interesting call. I'm going to say that. Interesting call. I know some of the real Central players were saying that it was a pass back, but ball comes out. Wessel able to deal with it. And the ball does come out. Thought that stayed in. Thought Chivo kept it in. Cross comes in. Regland unable to get there, and that one, at least I can say for sure can pick up, come off the head. As again, unofficially under a minute. The real time is given by the head ref. Ramsey, and then now off to number 15, who's offsides. That's Castorina. Jessie Castorina, by the way. Sister to Gio Castorina. And you probably heard, official time is kept by the head official. That's the center referee. Again, if you're just joining us, kind of joined us very late. It's near the end of the second half. As one of the Real Central players still down, but play will continue. It's not that serious, so play can continue as SJEB might have a chance. McMaster. McMaster kind of looking around, just holding the ball. And that will do it, actually. Little interesting conclusion to the match, as this one ends 2-0. Real Central 0, Real Central 0, South Jersey Elite Barons 2. And again, who's your woman of the match?
Yeah, for me, although she didn't score, it's going to be Noehe. Her ability to facilitate throughout the game, not only as a scorer, but as a passer as well. She was all over the field. Definitely not the first time we'll say her name, excuse me, throughout the season. But that'll do it here at the Rowan University Soccer and Lacrosse Complex.
Again, I was about to say I want to mention my women of the match. But my women of the match, I gotta give I think I gotta give it to Liv Ruchis. Nearly gets a brace. Great first goal. But of course, this woman of the match is brought to you by Newfield National Bank. Is your community bank based here in Gloucester County? Newfield National Bank has helped the people of South Jersey realize their banking needs for over 100 years. If you need financing to expand your business, remodel your home, or purchase a new one, Newfield Bank has experience. Local-based loan offices, not someone located in an out-of-state call center. If you are looking for a community bank that is big enough to support your company's growth, yet small enough to give you one-on-one attention, Newfield National Bank is here for you. If you're looking for a local bank with representatives that care about you, Newfield Bank is here to serve you. Newfield National Bank, we are banking at its best. But that's going to do it right here in the at Rowan Soccer Lacrosse Fields. Score is 2-0 as South Jersey Barons, Elite Barons, take the win and head on to the first place. And that's going to do it for me, for John Hall, Shane, Keegan, and of course our lovely producers, Mike and Hunter. I'm John Howard. All have a good night.